Why does stress get worse when we resist what is causing the stress?
That's such a great question because stress, what is it? There's something going on, right? We know what the heck is it? Well, sometimes we can identify I'm having a problem with this or that. But usually, at least for myself, and I don't think I'm much different than anybody else, I think a lot of times it's a nameless gnawing at the emotions. And it's usually based on something from the past. And the more we ruminate over it, the more it gets because we resist it. It's that fact of something is literally happening or it's really there and we're resisting that. Or it's just a worry and we are resisting saying, now what are you doing? What are you worrying about? Why can't you be in the moment? So I think the resistance is the factor, and there's always an emotional aspect to it. It depends on what the stressor is, though. If it's a stressor about you have a sick child, you're trying to get them to the doctor, there's a lot of layers to that. But if we're sitting in our jammies looking at videos or something and drinking a hot chocolate and we're all of a sudden we're stressed, what the hell is that? I don't know about you, but for me, it's like, where did that come from? Well, it can be considering astrology, numerology. It can be aspects from things that we don't identify with specifically. What if you're going through all of a sudden a Pluto transit? Oh my God, there's the death door opening and you feel awful. So I think the skill about dealing with stressors is I'm working on trying to get better at this. Trying to get better at saying, what are you doing? Why are you worried? A lot of times, what I do, and I've started to have to say this as of 2 days ago, is Zoli, where are you? Do you think you're supposed to be doing something? And for me, that triggers stress. Well, why am I not supposed to just be sitting here? What does supposed to mean? It means what is the best avenue to go as far as moving forward, not getting stuck and not avoiding things, you know that. But I think it's very specific. But what I notice for most people is that specific is based on the past. It's always our past.
It is. And the same stressors we'll experience over and over again.
Well, we do because life, it's like a buffet. We're all people. We all pretty much have the same emotions. Some of us have personality disorders, I'm not going to get into that, but it's pretty much the same. And so you have certain things to pick and choose from. What are you going to get stressed about? Is it your health? I have a friend who's a psychologist and who says, one of the first things we learned is people come to therapy for only a few reasons. It's love, money, relationship, I forget what else, health. But there's only a few reasons, and we all share that.
That's very true. And when we get stressed, we sort of panic and try to run away from the problem. So what would happen if we jumped into the stressor and became present instead?
Now you're talking. There it is. Because we go into freeze, flight, fight. We freeze, oh my God, I feel this. Well, let me get away from it, and now I'm going to fight the situation. If we can say, you know what, to hell with it, I'm going to be courageous. I'm just going to jump in the middle of this. What can happen? Well, a lot of times a lot can happen, but you have to be cautious with your choices. It's always a choice, right? But with the emotional stressors, jumping right in and saying, I didn't deal with this before, here it is again. It's like a Medusa thing where all of those snakes are different ideas and ideals, telling you this, telling you that. We have to jump into it in those situations, say, I'm sick of this. I really am. I've got to deal with my own emotional makeup.
That's a good point. Until you do that, you're kind of just going to repeat the same circles over and over again.
I do.
Me too.
I clearly do. My husband and I do in our relationship. We've been married quite a while. And look at each other and project our own stuff onto the other person. So we're trying to deflect it from ourselves. That's just human nature, and it's just marriage. So you learn to do things, more lovingly and with more kindness. And especially towards the self of saying, you know what, I don't have to be this perfect thing. I'm not going to be. And if somebody judges me, so what? I mean, so what? So we grow and we age, and hopefully we become more of who we are, who we're really supposed to be. And when we do that, the stress will fall away.